Happy Wednesday, everyone. And by everyone, I mean my 7 subscribers. Thanks. At least there's 7 people who maybe think that this information is useful. So today's Wednesday. The video drops on Wednesday. I think that's the routine I'm getting into. I don't know why Wednesday. It just kind of happened, so I'm sticking with it. So today, I would love to talk to you all, 7 people, about fiber. If you've noticed, I've been posting a lot about fiber on my Instagram, on the Instagram page, and it's an interesting subject because I feel like it is very important, but maybe not a lot of people know about it. So first of all, fiber. I think a lot of people know that there's 2 types of fiber. There's soluble and insoluble. And it's not really as important about the 2 different types, but it's just important to know like what fiber does, what its benefits are, and where you are supposed to get it from, how much you're supposed to have. Those are kind of like the 3 things. So like, what does it do? Like, why do we need it? And where it comes from and how much you need. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Fiber, it is actually not digestible. It's very different than all the other foods we eat. Every other food we eat it to digest and absorb the nutrients that are in those foods. Fiber is the exact opposite. We eat it so that we don't digest it, and instead it goes through our entire digestive tract in order to help with healthy bowel movements, as well as reduce risks of diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which is wicked cool. There's actually some recent studies that the National Institutes of Health have funded in the past few years that followed 75,000 people for 14 years, and they found that people who had higher fiber diets actually had really reduced risks of both cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancer. But the thing, if you still are not convinced that like fiber is really important, is the final benefit of eating a higher fiber diet is actually weight loss. So if you're not keen on just eating for a healthier life, maybe you're keen on just eating for weight loss, then you should eat more fiber. Eat your carbs. I can't say that enough. Carbs are so important for so many reasons, but also you need the fiber that is usually found in whole grains, carbs. Again, it really doesn't matter if it's soluble or insoluble. What matters is that you are eating it. So how much should you be eating? If you are, an adult over the age of 18, women should be having 25 grams to 35 grams of fiber a day. Men should be having 35 to 45 grams per day. How do you know that you're having enough? That's a fantastic question, Lauren. How do you know that you're having enough? It depends on if you are eating a variety of whole grains. Typically, the whole foods that are higher in natural fiber, whole fiber, are the whole grains. So that would be your barley, brown rice, oats. There are a lot of foods out in the supermarket that have fiber added in, and that might look like maltodextrose is one of those ingredients. That's like partial fiber that's added in. And we don't yet know if there are actually benefits, health benefits to having that partial bit of fiber added in. But of course we do know that it's always better and healthier to get the whole nutrient from a whole food. So again, getting the complete source of fiber from whole grains. That means simply not always having white rice, maybe having a variety of quinoa or wild rice or brown rice or black rice, or making sure that all of the pasta in your house is a whole grain pasta, not just an enriched pasta. Whole grains are the #1 food group that I think of when it comes to eating enough fiber. If you're eating a variety of whole grains, you are most likely getting your recommended daily intake of fiber. Now, on top of that, vegetables and most fruits also have fiber, and mostly a combination of the soluble and insoluble. So, as long as you are eating a variety of whole fruits, whole vegetables and whole grains, then you will be good to go for eating and consuming the recommended daily amount of fiber. I've put a link down below, and I'll show it here in just a second, of this really nifty poop chart, because who doesn't want to look at a chart with pictures of poop? So this chart is meant to help you gauge how healthy your bowel movements are and if you really are missing something, because the greatest indicator of your health, in my opinion, is your poop. Isn't all about poo, but it's also about reducing your risk of cardiovascular disease, that's any kind of heart disease, reducing your risk of diabetes, and reducing your risk of cancer, not to mention losing weight. So don't forget to eat your carbs